everyone, I'm Vaishnavi from class 7th and today we are going to understand some operations between the fractions and we are going to understand the addition and subtraction operations between these fractions that we have learned in the previous classes. So let's get started with the PPT that I have made for you. So let's go to the screen share. Yes. So we have a screen share in front of us. And yes, we have already learned that what is fraction, what is numerator denominator, why isn't 0 the denominator, and we have learned 6 types of fractions, which are proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, like fraction, unlike fraction, and the equivalent fractions. And so we are now on the operations of these fractions. Before going to these questions written over here, we are going to first see that how do we do addition and subtraction in the fractions. Let's go to our whiteboard to see this answer. Okay, in front of our eyes we have a whiteboard now. And so we are going to understand the topic addition, the first concept. So if I give you an example of adding 2 by 5 and to add 3 by 5 to it, what you will do? Obviously, you will first see the denominators, yes, and then add the numerators. In the same way, when the two denominators are same or two or more than denominators are equally same, then we add simply the numerators. 2 plus 3, which would be 5. But if we don't have the same denominators, what we will do? We'll get the answer for this also, but before that, let's understand the steps for it. The first step is to check the to check the denominators of the fractions. Second step is to add the numerators if the denominators are same. The third step is to simplify the answer if it can be simplified. Like we have found the answer 5 by 5 and it can be written as 1. Okay, and so the third steps are finished. Over here in the 3 steps we have discussed to see the denominators, to add the numerators and to simplify the answer. In the second concept of the addition, we have a little bit more steps. Let's discuss them also. Addition, second concept. In the addition second concept, we have let's take the example again. So, in this, if I take one more example, for example, I have 2 by 5 plus 3 by 6. Now, how you'll add them? In the previous whiteboard, we studied that first step is to see the denominators. So, let's see the denominators over here. 5 and 6. Yes, they are different. Now, what we have to do? So, when the denominators are different, the steps are more. Let's see the first step of it. The first step is the same as the first concept. It is to see the denominators if they are same or not. The second step is if they aren't same. So what we have to do? If they aren't same, we have to find their LCM, or if they are very small numbers and their LCM would be the multiplication of all numbers, or we can say the multiplication of both of them. So we can do that also in this second step. Let's just apply the second step on this equation. To apply the second step on this equation, we have to find 5 and 6 LCM. But as we know, the LCM of them will be same. It means that 5 into 6 will already come as the LCM. So, let's multiply 5 and 6. To multiply 5 and 6, the answer would be 30. And yes, as we know the answer is 30, we have to just convert the numerators into the multiplication so that the denominator could come as 30. Now the third step is that to make the denominator as the LCM was. So the LCM was 30. Let's make 2 by 5 into 6. So when we multiply 6 by numerator and the denominator, we'll get the answer as 12 by 30. Okay, and when we have the second number, which is 3 by 6, so we'll multiply them by 5. Then we'll get 5 by 5, and when we'll multiply them, we'll get 15 by 30. And so the third step is also complete. The fourth step is to add those numbers. So let me just erase these things away and just write the answers. Okay. And so when we'll write the answers, we have to just take a look at the denominator. That the denominator should be same now. Okay. And the upper numerator would be added with each other. Let's see the numerators now. So when we'll add 2 plus 12 plus 15, what will get the answer? It would be the fourth step. Now, the fifth step for it is, the fourth step is to arrange these numerators in the addition form. And the fifth step and the last step is to add these numbers. So when we'll add these numbers, what will be the answer? So 5 plus 2 is 7 and 1 plus 1 is 2. So we'll get the answer as 27 by 30. After the fifth step, we know that we have to simplify the answer. So we'll consider after the addition, we have to simplify it. Means we'll finish it at fifth step itself by simplifying the answer. Let's first erase these steps and write the answer separately to simplify it. To make it simplified, let's write the answer first. 27 by 30. Then we'll simplify it. We'll get, if we'll divide it by 3, then the 27 will become as 9 and the downer number will become as 10. So we have got the answer as 9 by 10, and yes, it is a proper fraction. So we do not have to convert it into a mixed fraction. So that was only in the second concept. Just you have to remember these 5 steps, which are to check the denominators. If the denominators are unequal, find the LCM or multiply both denominators if they are short. The third step will be to same the denominators, or we can say that the LCM that we have found, we have to make that LCM now. In the both numerator and denominator, we have to multiply a number to make that denominator as the LCM we have got. And the fourth step is to arrange those numbers into the addition sign. It means that we have to write them like this. We have to write them to get the answer. This is the fourth step. And the fifth step and the last step is to add them. So to add them, this we have to add now and then to simplify it. This was the 5 step. Okay, and so as we have done these all 5 steps, we have understood that what is the addition second concept. Now, as you know that our video is getting little bit longer, so without wasting time, let's go to our next part. We can say the next screen that we have. Now, let us make the subtraction. Okay, so subtraction is also a bit like same as the addition. So to understand the concept of subtraction, let's take the first steps are of our addition. The first step of the subtraction is also the same to see the denominators. Let's take the same example that we took before, that was 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5. In the first concept, we can see the denominators are same. The first step is also the same, but we have to see the denominators. Hope you remember the first screen. If you don't, let me show you. Yes, these were the first steps. That the first step was to check the denominators. The second step to add them, or to in the subtraction we learn to subtract them, and then to simplify the answer. So let's go to our third screen now. Yes, we have the same denominators. Now what we have to do is to subtract the answer. So 3 minus 2 we'll write like this and divided by 5. What will be our answer? It would be 1 by 5. And the third step is to simplify. If it does, then you can simplify it. If it doesn't, so leave them like that only. But if they are in improper fraction, then you have to convert them into the mixed fraction. So let's go to our next concept. So we have the next concept and the last concept of this video, which is the subtraction second concept. Okay, so in the subtraction second concept, we have the same steps as the addition. We have the same 5 steps as addition, and yes, we are going to follow them over here also. The first step, first let's write the different types of, we can say the example. So if we have, wait a minute, yes. So if we have 3 by 6, and taking the same example that I took in the previous video, or we can say the previous slide. So this would be our example with different denominators. Okay. So in the first step, we are going to see the denominators, if they are same or not. And yes, they are different. The second step was to check the LCM of both of them. So we have to take out the LCM of the both numbers, which would be 5 into 6. So let me write over here 5 into 6, which is equal to 30. The third step is equal to, when we have our, it means to same those denominators. So let's same them. 3 by 6 into 5. Now what we will do? Yes, we'll multiply them. And this would be our 30. In the same way, let's do with the 2 by 5 also. When they will be multiplied, they will come like this. And yes, we have got the third step. And so let's go to the fourth step, which is to arrange those numbers for subtraction. Okay, so let us first erase these things so that there would be no disruption. Okay, yes. Now we have to arrange them. So the answer was 15 and 12 divided by 30. Now, there's a subtraction sign, so we have to subtract them. It's easy to subtract. And so in the fifth step, we are going to subtract these answers to get the answer, and then we'll simplify them. Let's subtract them. It's 3 by 30. 15 minus 12 is 3. So 3 by 30 will be the answer. And yes, they can be simplified. Let's simplify them also. So this would be 1 by 10. Yes, it's a proper fraction. We don't have to convert it into a mixed fraction. So we have got our answer in the simplified form, which is 1 by 10. And yes, we have completed the 4 concepts, 2 of addition and 2 of the subtraction. And hope it was easy. But we have left one thing. That is, you have to subtract and add some given examples that I'm going to give you. So you have to add first my example, try those examples on your own. And the next thing that I want to tell you is that you have to add 3 by 6 plus 7 by 8, 4 by 12 plus 7 by, no, 7, no, 6 by 14. These are the examples of addition. So you can just write over here. Okay. 5 by 7 plus 9 by 18. And so these 3 questions are for, we can say, addition. Let's take the questions for our subtraction. The same questions I'm not giving you, but there would be some difficult which can come in the different types. So let's first see the okay. So we have 3 by 1. Oh, 3 by 1 minus 2 by 3. 4 by 2 minus 5 by 3. Or we can say 5 by 5. And so I have the next example for you, which is 2, 6 by 12 minus 6 by 12 minus 3. Okay, so you can note down these questions on your copy or on something that is in front of you. And these questions are not important, but you have to just recap these questions on your own. And in the next class, we are going to study that how to do multiplication and how to do division with these fractions. So till then, stay home and stay safe, and don't forget to learn math every day. And if you don't, it's okay. I will give you some questions like this after every session so that you can practice them. And so I would be glad to see you if you also subscribe my channel and also just press the bell icon. Don't forget to press the bell icon, like, share my video. I would be really glad to see you that you will share my video with others. Thank you and have a nice day, and have a also very nice day, because the corona is like going downwards now. And yes, our schools are like not this month, not every month. Actually, now we are not on the peak of corona. So stay blessed and stay home, stay safe. Thank you and bye.